All right, guys, we got in a roadmap update this Wednesday, just a few minutes ago. Let's just get straight into it to see some of the new updates that we got. CIG made a few updates pertaining to the 4.1 branch. These are some of the things that were initially supposed to drop in 4.1, but they turned them off for some reason or the other. And they're saying that they're going to be committing these items for 4.1. So the very first one is missions, local site maintenance. It says implementing new missions into the persistent universe. The first appearing in Pyro's outpost. Players will be tasked with going to the locations and fixing equipment with fuses and repairing pipes, RMC repair with your multi-tool. It says the card has been set to committed. Also, animal population control. This was turned off for a little bit, but I guess they're putting it back on, where it says enabling animal population control missions again. All right, so now Hunt the Polaris is a new one. It says adding a new fleet week mission. A Polaris has been stolen by the frontier fighters, and the CDF are tasked by the UAE Navy to hunt it through the Stanton system, isolating it and killing it. The mission will be offered rarely, can be shared, and will only have one active at a time. Once completed, a temporary stand-in reward will be given. So they haven't given any information as to what the reward will be. I suspect we might get scribes, but we'll have to see what that will be. All right, so the next one is going to be hairstyles for 4.1.1. It says adding 4 additional hairstyles with the update 4.1.1, and it's been set to committed as well. All right, the Volt SMG Quartz, compact yet devastating firearm designed for those who need maximum firepower in a minimum frame, also committed. Component pass, it says balancing ship components, shield generators based on their class types, also has been committed. I assume this is related to what they did with the Polaris. They nerfed it, they rebuffed it simply because, well, the Polaris in particularly, they're slowing it down. They want to actually behave more like a capital ship, because right now I think they think it's too fast. So they're slowing it down, but also they debuffed it in terms of its health pool, then rebuffed it after players complained. We'll see what we get when 4.1.1 actually goes live, but essentially these are some of the changes that they're making depending on the class of the ship, for example. So Wicklow special ships 4.11, adding the following special ships: Wicklow Imperium, Misk, Starlancer Max, nice, Aegis Saber Firebird, Aegis Saber Peregrine, the RSI Zeus ES, the RSI Zeus CL, the Crusader Intrepid with top grade components. These ships can be unlocked by bringing the NPC Wicklow a number of favors in exchange for rewards. Really nice. So this has been committed, which is nice. So now it says retroactively 4.1.1. So these are features that were initially meant to be working in 4.1, but were turned off for some reason. But it's saying now they're setting them to release on the roadmap. So that's going to be the armor with horns and string for Wicklow Special. It's been set to release. Item recovery tier 0, we already have that working, set to release. Collision physics set to release. Heavy fighter archetype balance pass has been set to release. Grenade launcher has been set to release. Ships and vehicle updates has been set to release. That's going to be the Caterpillar elevator working. It says removing the 300i cargo rails to allow for better cargo gameplay. And it says the SRV fuel storage has been increased, and the Hornet and Starlancer Max flight mask changes is also what's done. So that's been set to release as well. Ship turret updates: the Reclaimer, Carrack, Valkyrie, Raft, and Starlifter has gotten more ship turrets. Access to more. The main pilot has gotten access to more turrets, which is really nice. Recalo special ship for 4.1 has also been set to release. So this one here, it was initially the F8 Lightning. That's really nice. That's really nice. So this is, it says sneak, so this one is probably a stealth build. War, this is probably just full ballistics probably. RSI Polaris, Scorpius, RSI Constellation Taurus, Morai Guardian. Man, this is a really nice set of ships. The C1 with top grade components. These ships are unlocked by bringing Recalo a number of favors in exchange. This is really nice. I need to start grinding for these. But on the progress tracker itself, they've added a few new things that we can expect in the future. It says here, we made a few additions to the progress tracker, which you can review below. Just a reminder, when progress is delivered and is marked as complete, it doesn't necessarily mean it's ready for release. It will require downstream support to transition to another team for further work and other additional steps before completion. Redacted sandbox activity. So we can expect another sandbox activity. Probably I'm anticipating it's going to be the June patch. Redacted sandbox location, of course, that same activity with so we're getting a lot of sandbox activity being added to the game. We started off with contested zones. They added Hador, and now they're going to be adding another one, so which is nice. Radiation gameplay is coming in. That's going to be interesting. Does that mean the gun, not the gun, but the sun, the star in Pyro, are they going to reactivate that in Pyro where we get the solar flares? I'm curious to see if they're going to be adding that with that update. Redacted vehicle and a redacted creature. So new creature is also coming. Could that creature be the adult Valakar? If that is, that'll be pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that. I'm wondering, that could be related to this same sandbox activity where we go to another site and the adult Valakars are there. We probably have to fight it and get the pearls. But it's my guess. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, so we have a few new things coming, as you can see. Before I let you go, I'd like to let y'all know that my organization, Phase 1 Industries, is now recruiting new and veteran players. If you're interested, you can find our Discord in the description down below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.